Golf swing is literally like a set of dominoes, right? You get the first bit right, the rest of it will start to fall into place. Now, this is what Jack Nicklaus says. Big bang for your buck there. Comes with some clout. Take away the start of that swing. In the old days with hickory shafts, I was not fortunate enough to ever play with them, but a lot of golfers felt that the hands and the club head were dragged away like that. If I keep doing a few reps, move around there, you'll see it. Now, if you do that now, what Jack Nicklaus says is that you'll have major issues with swing plane and club path. So that feeling of dragging. But it was needed with the old shafts and the twisting of the hickory in order to keep the club face square. So, if that looks like your takeaway, please stay away from it, okay? Now, if you're a brand new viewer, welcome to the channel. This channel is powered by you, the viewers, and we've had some questions about Jack Nicklaus golf tips. So, I'm here to help you play better and answer your questions. So, as long as you're subscribed and you've turned on the bell, I can help you out. Just comment down below what you need help with next. So, the other versions of the takeaway could be, now we see sort of modern versions, don't we, where the hands set quite early. I mean, Danny Willett's one of them, isn't he? He sets really quite early and then it all moves away. You then also got, which I really don't like, the idea of a one-piece takeaway. For me, it gets a little bit robotic. It gets a little bit like, oh my God, right, now it sets, now it moves, a little bit dot to dot. The golf swing's got to be fluid. So, my concept for you, based on Jack Nicklaus and what he says, is a halfway house between the set of Danny Willett and the one-piece takeaway, okay? Now, I've sort of come up with this and sort of built on this a little bit in the sense of how do we put a percentage on it? Because I think we've got to go, okay, well, that's all well and good. What is the halfway house? So let's think about wrists a little bit here. I want you to think about the wrists have to set 100%. And let's say 100% was that. So sort of the club at 90 degrees. And usually that would happen to our forearm around the top of our backswing. So that all being said, in the takeaway, can we feel halfway back we've set the wrists 50%? For them to set another 50 as we go to the top. Now bear in mind, we're only talking that the wrists are going from there to there. So it's only subtle, it's only a little bit, it's not a lot. So we're not getting stuck into that idea of set loads, then move. And we're certainly not getting stuck into that idea of keep it all one piece and all mechanical. Now, to bring this into your game, I really recommend you follow this little routine. This will literally take probably 2 or 3 minutes. The setup is really easy, and the great thing about this is you'll quickly know if you're doing it right or wrong. And if you're ever practicing on a road, I think that's a really valuable thing. So I want you to feel that the takeaway comes all from that left sort of shoulder and wrist. So very much a dominant lead side factor to this. So set up, either have your hand behind your back, but to be fair, I would sort of hook in just a little bit more support, and that's always a good thing. Now address that golf ball, and I call it feel light. And what I mean by that is the club has to feel light. If the club feels light, we're doing it right. Hey, that rhymes. So let's get it set up. Let me show you the right version here. So there, that club feels light. My left wrist is set sort of 50%, and I could probably stay here all day. Well, maybe not all day, but I can certainly stay comfortable here. If I make the wrong takeaway, so too much out here, I can feel a little bit of a strain in my forearm. It's not comfortable, and I certainly don't want to be there for too long. Equally, if I set too much or whip it inside, I can feel a little bit of a strain on this part of my forearm. Let's get nice and close here. Let me show you this again from face on. So I could feel the strain there, sort of through this bit, right? Or I could feel the strain sort of through here on this bit. So if I get it right, just look how I've got sort of a nice turn and a nice set. Doing it one-handed, it's amazing how actually your body has to move a little bit, your arm has to move better, and your wrist. When you've got both hands on, you can sort of do anything without this moving. Effectively now, the club head is heavy, isn't it? Relative to what it is with two hands. So I'm stood there, just getting that feel. Boof, boof, boof. Club feels light, and that's all you need to think about. So you've got great feedback with everything. I'm just gonna hit this. But quickly, yeah, I know a lot of people will ask, can you do the same with an iron? Well, 100% you can, look, the same. It's the same feeling, so That real classic sort of takeaway, a little bit of wrists, a little bit of set. I'm managing that club face really well. I'm keeping under control and then got a better chance of delivering the club well. Like a set of dominoes. It's cold today. Let's see how far we can get this going. How far on average do you reckon it goes shorter when you play in the winter? I tell most of my clients between 10 and 12%. And my theory, you might not agree with this, but I actually think winter golf is a little bit harder sometimes because here we don't really move the tees any further forward and the ball does not run. Let me know what you think on that, on the yardage, and do you think it's easier or harder in the winter? Right, the only benefit I guess is you can place your ball on the fairway. So, let me just get a feel. That's it. So when I'm stood there on the shot now, I'm not saying my right hand's not getting involved, but I'm really trying to feel that my left hand and my left arm and my left shoulder is a dominant force in that takeaway to get that. Whew! That is just perfect. Fading off the left side. I wonder what we get. This is carry. Come on, baby. Show us a good one. 245. Hey, and look where I got that. Slap bang out the middle. Let's just hit a 7-iron 2 to show you that. Get it in here. I appreciate this is not going to go very far and we're off a tee. But again, you could actually build it into your routine. As much as you've worked on this at the range, boom, I'm in, I'm over, I'm feeling it. That was ripped. That really helps me actually get that set nice. So there we go. 177 for a 7-iron. That's not bad, look. And there you go, dirty 7-iron. Right, doesn't matter how far I hit it, the most important thing is that you're improving. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe.